What the fuck? I can do this shit. Watch this.
Yo. You already know what the fuck is going on. It's your motherfucking favorite host, G Honcho. Represent Talk of the Town, represent Mass Coalition, and this is another motherfucking episode. You already know I got to the left of me, my big brother, my co-host.
What's poppin'? What's your boy, Mega Magic?
And we got the fucking episode y'all been asking for, bro. Like, I know it's been a minute. I know, bro. I read the comments. I read the requests, bro. We got the fucking legend, Fass motherfucking Coupe in the building. What's up, man?
Talking to town in the building. Bench!
Yes, sir.
What's cracking?
Yes, sir.
Just working out traffic, just dropped, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, we about to get into that. But before we get into that, how you doing, bro? Like, started 2023. How you feeling, my nigga?
Hey, I'm feeling good. You know, my birthday just passed.
Happy belated,
Yeah,
bro.
Good looking. I had to do
Big see that.
yeah, for sure. I had to do a hosting over in Rhode Island. And you know what I'm saying? I was performing my joint with the homie Bass. You know what I'm saying?
That shit
It
go
was
crazy.
yeah, it was going stupid in there, you know what I'm saying? It was just a great way to go into the, the end of the year, the beginning of the new year, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just working, bro. You know what I'm saying? All around, talking to town, you know what I'm saying? I'm the talking to town as well, you feel me?
Hey, put your own
That's
spin
why
to
you
it.
in.
That's why you in.
That's why you
feel
in.
me?
Yeah.
We
Nah,
talk
that's
about
dope.
the people that is.
The talk of the town. You feel me? So tell me, how did the whole music lane start for you, bro?
You know, I've always been a fan of the music, you know what I'm saying? I got an older brother, back when the CDs was cracking, they'll throw the CDs into the radio, and then he'll just play them. He was playing like D-Block, Dipset, you know what I'm saying, all of that stuff. So my ears was listening to what he was listening to at a very young age, and I fell in love with the craft. That was one way. And also like watching like BET, 106 & Park as a kid, you know what I'm saying, seeing young dudes like Joel's, Bow Wow, Tupac, you know what I mean. I just love the image, you know what I'm saying, that they had, and the skill and the talent that they presented, you know what I'm saying, on that TV screen. And that was it for me. That's what I wanted to do.
Throwbacks, y'all. These kids these days know about 106 & Park, Rap City, in the basement. They don't know about that shit, bro. Like, no funny shit. So if there was like one artist that you can compare yourself to, or that you would not compare yourself to, but said you took the most knowledge from, who would it be?
That's tough, cause when it comes to music, I'm well seasoned. Like when people listen to me, they don't really say like I sound like one specific area. Like I got southern
Versatile.
cadences, I got East Coast cadences, excuse me. But I'm gonna say that influenced me the most. I gotta use a couple.
What?
Cause I'll be lying if I just said one. I'm gonna say Max B, definitely. That was like my first favorite rapper.
For the wave,
You know what I'm saying? And as I got a little older, went down south, had the game in the chokehold. I was rocking with the Migos heavy. You know what I'm saying? I just really liked how they came in. No deal, young nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? And then for the most part, yeah, French Montana too, mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that.
Some classics right
Yep.
there. Telling y'all, some goddamn classics, man. No funny. You good over there, buddy? You sparked your blunt yet? I got you. Let me spark the blunt. I think that's what we need. We need to spark the blizzard. Let's get into the traffic, man. The new joint traffic, man.
Yeah.
10 bangers, back to back. How'd you stay motivated? How'd you stay with the mindset just to come up? First of all, how'd you come up with the name?
So, excuse me. Pretty much, I got this producer that I work with. He's actually a friend of mine. His name's Winter Circle. He got into beats actually not too long ago. It's crazy how good he's gotten in a short amount of time. But me and him was kicking it, and he was like, I got these beats. So he sending me the beats, or whatever. And at first, I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't like them. You know what I'm saying? He was like, what's up, cool? When you gonna hop on him? I'm gonna email you like crazy. I'm like, I ain't really want to tell him I ain't like his beats like that.
I was gonna say, how do you tell a person yeah, bro, this ain't the beat for me, my nigga?
you know what I'm saying? So I kind of was just ducking, cause you know what I'm saying. But I ended up being honest with him. And he gave me some real good news I could use. He was like, yo, bro, you just gotta work. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna like every single beat that you hop on. It's impossible. You gotta just be an artist and create. You know what I'm saying? And as I started doing that, I said, fuck it. Then I started hearing records that I actually liked, you know what I'm saying? So, it's funny because that whole situation with me working with him, it made me actually a better artist and made me want to put in the work because I didn't like his sound at first. And then as we was working, he ended up figuring out my sound. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we got the traffic tape. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Winter Circle. You know what I'm saying?
That's definitely dope. I love that.
I know that you also mentioned that you got a lot of cadences from like different parts of like the U.S. and stuff. Can you name some of the people outside of Massachusetts that you have did features with or connected with?
So outside of Massachusetts, you know what I'm saying? R.P. my man Trouble. You know what I'm saying? That was something that I worked with. You feel me? I did 2 records with him. Did 1 video. My man Hood's Pablo Won, free him. Went on tour with him. Worked with Lil Baby. Bristol Kid. Jose Guapo. Stupid Young out of I think Stupid Young's from Northern California. Yeah, I think he's from Northern California. New York, I worked with Uncle Murder. Man, it's a long list, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? There's a lot of people I done worked with, but yeah, I worked around with, the whole nation.
And that's one thing I want to mention too, because we know you here as basically as a local hood star over here in Massachusetts. What are like some of the things that you had to do when you left the state to kind of connect with those people, rather if it was financial or networking? Like, what was like the major things that got you in the rooms with these people?
Right.
Yeah,
like,
so
did you not feel like my fault? Did you not feel like uncomfortable going like I don't know, like that's like if you ever leave your school and go to a new school and you don't know nobody, you just like
whole reset.
How'd you just be comfortable, bro? Like
I wasn't comfortable, but I just had to learn it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like one thing about this music industry, you'll get some advice here and there, but like 80% of the music industry, you're gonna have to learn it yourself. If you're gonna be on an independent level and learn how this shit works, no one's gonna really have a manual for you, and I had to learn that. Cause I'm like, dang, like what do I gotta do? But I had to literally learn, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you're gonna have to work with niggas that you don't know. You're gonna have to work with niggas that you don't really feel like that, you know what I'm saying? And I also learned that business is business. So back to what you were saying, financially, you know what I'm saying? Put my money where my mouth is. And then also networking, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that I'm talking to people that actually are connected and actually understand the industry and understand how essential it is to, maintain relationships and, create opportunities, you know what I'm saying?
And just to even double down on that, like, who are the important people that's on your team to kind of help you with that process when it comes to like meeting artists outside of the state or getting into like tour with notable artists outside the state? Like, who are the people on your team to help you out with that?
So it's crazy because it's really my publicist, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's my homegirl Lala Shep, you know what I'm saying? She's originally from Ohio.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, she graduated.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She's a hard working woman. She moved from Ohio to Atlanta and she created her own platform called the Progress Report. It be going viral all the time. Yeah,
Follow Progress Report.
Yeah. So
they've been working with Museum TV.
Exactly.
Well. Shout out to Museum TV.
So she was on there doing her 1 too, but even before that, she was on her publicist game. You know what I'm saying? She was running around, marketing and connecting the dots for artists out there. So she put me in the loop. So shout out to her, and also I got my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? My manager Sosa. You know what I'm saying? He rocked with me this whole time.
And just to go back on that, because a lot of times we interview artists, some of them have a team, some of them don't got a team, but you can see by their consistency and progress how that works for them. Like how and I've been a fan and also a supporter for a very long time. And when I started Mega Mass about 4.5 years ago, you were like even one of the first artists to show me a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I've always seen the team with you. I remember you was doing a show, I want to say in New Hampshire, Cloud9, I want to say. This dude brought a bus load of people to the show. It was probably like 50, 60 people on that bus. And then when he got on stage, he brought all those people on stage, and then everybody who was coming to see other artists hopped on stage as well. So like, how do you like get people to really like jump on your train? Like when you doing shows, getting people to come with you. I even overheard you saying that you got a video to do, and I know you're like about to be squatted over there. But like, how does that happen? Because a lot of artists have a problem doing that.
I understand that a lot of artists have a problem, and some don't. And for me, honestly, it wasn't always like that. You know what I'm saying? To be real, to be completely transparent, I kind of started off in the studio by myself. But as you know, I started believing in myself and putting my work out there. People started accepting what I'm trying to do, and they had no problem being part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I would say for the artist who wants like an entourage, you don't really need one, but you do. You need a team. I'm gonna say on a team basis versus entourage, focus more on having a solid team, people who can actually play a part. Because you only need a couple people. Like I just said, the lady Lala Shep, that's one person. She connected with me with so many other people. And you could be around 10, 15 people and they can't get that one single thing done. So I think, just actually, pay attention to who's surrounding you. But in terms of if you want like an entourage, just go to the studio, pop it, and be who you are. People are going to gravitate towards you. You know what I'm saying? That's just going to come naturally.
That's dope. You gonna say something?
No.
All right. So I know you have some crazy features, but a couple features I want to point out before they became popping. How was it? Well, how does it feel doing a feature with Lil Baby, with Bia? Like, how does that like you feel me? Because that's major, bro.
Yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I did the joint with Baby, it's crazy because I knew he was gonna be like where he's at now. As soon as I heard him, like, I feel like I got A&R qualities. You know what I'm saying? Just for me being in the music industry so long, I can kind of tell somebody's gonna go upward. But at the time, I'm like, yo, this kid's dope. Then I hit up my publicist. I'm like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Because we put that together. And then she was like, oh, Baby, that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? And then she just lined it up. In terms of actually being in the studio with him, I actually picked up things from him. And the things that I picked up are real good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't write no music. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that right there. So I'm like, if he's not writing music, it's working for him. And I thought about it too. I'm like, writing, it's always good to write, you know what I'm saying, to have structure. But there's going to be situations where you're not going to be able to write. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to have to be creative. You're not going to always, it just happens from being busy or life in general. So that's one thing that I also picked up. Definitely just being confident. Bia, she's definitely a very confident woman, you know what I'm saying? And taking that confidence and actually taking that confidence from real life and putting it into that booth. You know what I'm saying? Don't go up in there hesitant, and then just really just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? So those are things I picked up.
And the flip side of that, knowing that you worked with a lot of people like in the beginning of their stardom, and now that they have catapulted to a different level, like you ever feel like damn, like I worked with this person. Do you ever feel like I'm behind, or do you feel like I'm next, or like how is that feeling when like one of your peers have gotten to the next level, and I know like right now you're still grinding and everything else. Like does that like motivate you to do more? And in certain cases, I know for certain artists it'd be like, damn, like I need to do more. I'm behind. Like what does that do to your job?
So I'm gonna be honest, in terms of being competitive, of course, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, like what I'm doing wrong, why ain't it hit for me? But one thing you do have to understand is that, these people put in the work, whether you want to admit it or not, you know what I'm saying? They did the work when you wasn't probably working, so that's one thing that you have to take in consideration. And also, now that you have someone around you that you work with, you can actually take some pointers from what they did on their journey and actually apply it into your own. So now you could just be like, dang, she did this or he did this. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? And it'll actually work out because you remember what they did to get to the next level. So it just, give or take, you take it for what you want. You can hate on it or you can use it to, gain. You know what I'm saying?
That's very valuable. That's very valuable. Because I feel like in that situation, a lot of people, they probably would slow them down too as well because like they were right there with that person and that person is shining and now they're like, damn, I'm left behind. But in certain cases, it's like, yo, I was actually next to that person, so that tells me that I definitely got a chance. You know what I'm saying? It's like those New York like basketball players. A lot of like basketball players come from New York, make it to the NBA. And now the kids over there are like beasts when they balling out because they got that drive. Stephon Marbury and all these people over there.
I think it's based off of like their mind mentality of like and their confidence in themselves though. You feel me? Because if they feel like they did something like bro's example, bro. If you did something with somebody that's out there, whatever, you coming down with yourself like, damn, I'm not there, I should be there, I don't think that's the right mentality.
Nah, it's true.
I think you should use that as like motivation. Like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna be there. Fuck you talk about, nigga. I'm there next year, nigga. BT Awards, nigga. Fuck. I don't feel funny shit.
Nah, but one thing though, you don't have to share the game, but you know I'm always about like artist marketing and networking and all that. But how can an artist that's really consistent, building on their catalog, reach out to a publisher? Like, is it like a certain amount of money they need to have, or a certain amount of followers they need? Like, what's that? How do they know they need to get to that next step to get a publisher? Or in the beginning, they should just get a publisher? How does that work?
Yeah, my advice is, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't get the advice, you know what I'm saying. I was just out here doing music and everything. Like I said, I had to learn the industry from an independent standpoint. But I'm going to tell you how it went out for me. You know, some years ago, put a video on Wordstar Hip Hop. We put it on the big box. And then, you know, our email was on there or whatever. And then my publicist, she ended up seeing the video, so she emailed me. She said she went work. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that worked for me. But, you know what I'm saying, I would advise artists to understand that, you know, it's essential to maybe have an A&R, to have a publicist, to have a manager, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a product that you're selling, and you're making a product, and you're focused on making a product, but it needs to be marketed as well. So you need someone in your corner who knows how to market that product and sell that product as well, because it's a business at the end of the day. And we got to just remember the root of business is marketing and selling to the consumer. So, you know, study some business, you know what I'm saying? That's a good way to go about it. And then you could apply that and, you know, watch YouTube videos. Everything's on YouTube on how to go about the music industry. So if you want some information, just utilize the internet.
Gems for you motherfuckers. I hope y'all listening. We gotta make this shit some reels. I'm telling y'all, nigga. Y'all motherfuckers.
I can't make it. I don't know what to do.
I don't want to hear. I don't like watching YouTube. Y'all niggas be watching some stupid shit on there anyway. Y'all might as well get hit. Nigga, watch some gems. You fucking. You know what? Get me mad. About to piss me off. I am gonna take this moment to say this episode is sponsored and powered by Undeniable Sound and also Lonnie's Land. Undeniable Sound, the best studio in Massachusetts. Lonnie's Land, some of the best fucking weed. Tapped in, y'all. We out here. You feel me? Alright. So, if you was to do a versus against anybody, any artist you can think of, who would it be?
That's a tough question.
You feel me? I think I like when I hear that.
I mean, that's a question for anybody.
I mean, would it be for me? I'm not an artist though, so.
That's why I love you.
I do a host versus. Fuck.
The best host versus.
Yeah, hell yeah. I challenge Steve Harvey. Probably lose though.
That's a tough one. That is a tough one.
Yeah, that's super tough because it's like, you know, I could go for a certain tier, but, you know, I want it to make sense, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if I was on an actual inside the, you know, I'm gonna say mainstream. If I was in, I'm gonna just say it like that because, you know, I want to be real. But if I was in the mainstream, damn, it's tough. I got so many people I want to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, say
first three that come
right
in.
there, go top three.
First three, alright, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say Meek. You know what I'm saying? But this is when I'm, you know, mainstream cracker, you know, got 5-10 years in the game, I'm ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get with Gucci. I'm trying to think, man. I can get with one of the Migos or something. I get with Quavo or something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's funny because as soon as you,
It's not bad.
what's the first person you said?
Say Meek.
Yeah.
Meek and Gucci, they both got different styles. And when I do think about your style too, you do have. I don't like to compare
Versatile
artists.
as shit.
You do have like a versatile style where you can go in the ring with a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? So like, probably when you get to that point, there will be somebody that's more measurable for you at that time. So I definitely understand what you mean.
Okay.
But even to go off that question, since we're talking about other notable artists and stuff, a lot of the times I be seeing you in different places where other artists or regular people can't even be at. So like, you know how like in the game people like to talk about like you need to check in, right? Like you need to check in.
Yeah.
Like, how valid is that? Because I see you be in different places where I'm damn sure certain other people would have to check in. You know, and obviously I'm not gonna put your business out there, but like, how valid is that when you are a rapper and you go to different places? Like, do you have somebody that you have to check in with to let them know that, yo, I'm in the city, definitely bless me up and all that type of stuff?
Nah.
How does that work? How does that work?
That nigga said, nigga, nah. Hey, niggas, the fuck are we checking? Nah, that was hilarious. You just, yo, nah. I feel like you gotta apologize for that question.
When you go, literally.
Nah, I feel what you saying.
Yeah, like, I don't want to put it out there. Like, I mean, we're on camera and stuff like that. You go to a different place. I mean, you might want certain stuff that in your own comfort that you usually get in your own state. There's somebody probably, when you go to Miami, you probably call them, like, yo, can you get me A, B, and C? Because a regular store don't have that. You know, like, that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Because a regular person can't just go to a different place.
Oh, so you basically mean like have a connect in different cities, or like have a person to get to.
In certain terms, certain people are like, yeah, you gotta check in. I mean, to like do those type of things, right?
I guess it's 2023. I wish,
but I'm just saying though. But that's the state of hip hop that we're in. A lot of people.
That's a fact.
Even yesterday, we had a conversation of security and safety. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, do you think that it is valid that when you do go to a different place and you wanna get into those activities and stuff like that? And I mean, you wanna go to the club and be good. I mean, you probably trying to get the best butt out there. I mean, and do your thing.
Yeah, to some degree, you know what I'm saying? I think if you know people in that area or location, why not tap in? You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean tap in with some random motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta be some type of common connection, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe somebody in the, entourage is cool with this person, but it gotta be genuine first off. If not, I would suggest you just have security. Now that's based on, the level and, the amount of money that you have. But there's other situations where, you could just have a humble heart and you're not over here popping shit, you're not being, belligerent, you're not too icy. Because you gotta be mindful, you're going into these spots, if you're in a certain genre of music, you're really in the hood for real, you're really in the trenches for real. So if you're running around with a 30 piece on your neck and you got a 40 piece on your wrist, and there's wolves out there, and the street opens a whole, it's gang territory or a block, a trap, whatever the situation is, you gotta be mindful. So maybe just cut it down on the ice a little bit, go up in there, get your bag, shake hands, and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this because this is a very dangerous sport at the end of the day. Y'all see what's going on. So
of course.
I would want somebody, if I could affect any artist that's watching this, I would suggest that, just, keep a little humble, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't go up in these people's locations that they've been thugging in for 10, 15 years thinking you're the biggest guy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And there's a lot of situations where there's people who come to see these artists perform. They're like, yo, what's up? I'll grab a feature. And then, the artist may be off the drug. He might be off the hen. He might say something wild like, nah, fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing no feature tonight. And then motherfuckers going to snap that chain. You know what I'm saying? Now you viral. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's all about being humble as well. So it's different ways to go about it, but I would suggest being humble and being respectful. You know what I'm saying? That's my advice.
That's real.
No, that's real. Not because a lot of the time, like, we live in a generation of music, especially when it comes to hip hop, that a lot of new artists, they talk about it's not valid to not check in. They go in and do whatever they want and everything else, and a lot of these accidents been happening. Mm-hmm. So, like what you're saying, being humble, keeping everything to the minimum, and if there is somebody in your entourage that you can speak to, like, yo, I'm going to do something in Cali and stuff like that, and I would love to do a video on this block, a swap meet, something like that. Do you know somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning that that's kind of like a check-in, you know what I'm saying? Like, letting people know that you're coming through is like showing respect, you know? Because I feel like we're in a generation now that niggas don't like showing that respect anymore, you know? So I feel like it is valid to do that. And like you said, make sure that you do have security. And coming from you, because I know your experience of traveling, that's why I asked that question.
Yeah, nah, for real. I'm glad you asked me that because, like I said, there's not too much advice, in terms of the music industry. And, selling your content involves, being out there. If you're in the hip-hop game right now, you're kind of in a line of fire, sad to say, just with the way the world is. So it's definitely something that, any artist out there or whoever's in the music game that has an artist in that situation, definitely should think about safety, you know what I'm saying, for that artist. Sure.
Dropping gems, y'all niggas better be listening, bro. Shit. No
Now,
cap.
and we getting deeper with this podcast too. Yesterday we was having that big ass conversation about security. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, today, talking about checking in, the right to check in.
No, you talking about the right to check in.
But it's not needed though. Niggas need to know it.
I mean, shit.
There's a lot of arrogant motherfuckers out there thinking they fucking Superman.
I
We gotta
mean,
help the next generation.
That's
what I'm just saying.
That's facts. I understand, but I just don't think. Well, it probably does happen. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I really don't know. Bro. I'm not a motherfucking artist. I wish a nigga would tell a host to check in. The fuck am I checking in? The fuck, nigga? What am I checking in for? I'm a host, nigga. What?
We ain't gonna have no security. You gonna tell your ass to check?
Oh no, I'm gonna have some security. That's how I'm making. I don't give a fuck how big I am, nigga. I'm having security, nigga. We ain't about to start this conversation again, though. Like,
No, we ain't gonna do that. Let's
God
keep
damn
it.
it. See Uzi's face. Uzi's like, man, these niggas. Hey, so give me your top 5 all time.
Top 5 all time.
Yep.
Alright, I got some good ones. Give me a second because I want to think. I don't want to just say nothing. 'Cause a lot of times I just be saying, I'm like, damn, why I say that, man?
You gonna watch it 2 days? You be like,
You look back on the interview like, I did not mean to say that,
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying? I'm gonna throw Tupac in there.
There's no order, right?
There's no order.
it's easier like that.
I'm gonna throw Dolph in there. Throw Max in there. Yeah, we got 2 more left. I want to make sure I get good. I'm gonna throw 50 in there. Something down, so that's real good.
Sheesh. That's a tough 4 right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to get some friends. Maybe the West Coast. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. I mean, I said Pac already. So
Yeah,
that's
West
West
Coast.
Coast.
Yeah,
Said
true.
New York. I gotta go down south. I mean, I'm with Dolph. Yeah, that's tough. Man. That's one. I'm gonna leave it at. Yeah, I can do 4 right now.
But it's a good 4 though.
Yeah.
It's a good 4. We'll let you off with it. I was all waiting for them. I'm like,
That's a
what you gonna say?
versatile.
Whole different.
Yo, no funny shit.
Especially at 50 and Dolph.
That's why I was waiting for the 5th. I'm like, yo, damn, who's gonna be the 5th?
Nah,
He's thinking about it right now. Watch, he's gonna say it. Hey, yo.
Oh man. I mean, the biggest question now, man, is like, what's next? What's next for Fass?
Definitely, get the project Traffic's out right now. We already got 3 videos of the records on that project that are already out. We're gonna shoot the rest of the project, so a bunch of videos coming. I got another tape coming. Working on another tape under that. Shows, features, you know what I'm saying? Definitely want to travel a little more. Get out there, expose your brand even more. Just tap in with me. I'm here working, you know what I'm saying? Interviews, whatever y'all trying to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm working.
Do you have a favorite track off? Wow, shit. The back. You have a favorite track off of the joint, Traffic?
Tongue twister.
I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I really like the whole project too because this is my first project where I just worked with one producer. So I just like how it is sonically. I feel like it's just a smooth ride. Me and him was on the same page on a lot of things. Tracks that I favor on the project, I'm definitely gonna go with Traffic. That's the second song on the project, and that's the name of the project.
That should go crazy too.
Yeah, Rack Running. You know what I'm saying? That's my joint right there. And Pina Colada as well.
Yeah, Pina Colada go crazy.
I like how you said smooth ride and it's called Traffic.
Yeah.
Catch that real quick.
That's nigga high. I already told you one of my favorite joints off that shit. You got a performance and I was like, fuck, nigga. That shit's lit, nigga. And that's the name of the song, lit. Alright, man, so I know you brought your mans, your Brody with you, ASP. He's in the building. Yeah, microphone. You guys are lit. Oh, shit. Getting him a mic, but he in the building. Give me 2 seconds here. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, fellas. I'm good. What's going on with y'all?
He was here the whole time. He was just back there rolling, getting high.
Keeping it cool, you know.
feel me? Keeping it cool. You feel me? How you feeling on this motherfucking Sunday?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Listen, there's a lot of work being done. You know, me and Fass been in contact for a while now. I just came home like 2.5 years ago, July 3rd, 2020. And when I came home, there was some time I needed to take to get things in order. You know what I'm saying? Fass the whole way down. I didn't come out for a year. He was on me though, pushing me, telling me, brothers, come here. No matter how many times I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pop up. Now pop up. Of course, he still hit me back with it, you know. So over time, I just realized it's time for me to start moving, and that's the creation of the track I got with Fass. It's a track for my projects. I'm not sure yet if it's gonna come on an exact project or if I'm gonna release it just as a single. There's a lot of things I'm putting to work with that, but it's gonna be one of my first tracks I'm dropping.
What's the name of the track?
Gremlins. It's called Gremlins. Produced by the one and only Undeniable Sound. My man A.B. Spaz, my man Vic on the beat.
You
know, so that's all home base.
That was Vic in the background, y'all. That's that's dope. You gonna have to hear that once these cameras go off. I'm just saying, we need a preview, man.
Absolutely.
I know that shit go crazy because somebody wanna hold things out on me. Uzi. I am talking to the camera. Wow, you just called me cockeyed on camera. That's crazy, yo. You know what? I ain't smoking no more. Fuck it. Alright, that's crazy. So what's coming next for you, Brody? Other than the single?
I got a lot of tracks in works, man. I got a song called Lost with my man Vic here. He's on the track. I got a feature with him. I got a lot of other features I got that's coming that I'm gonna keep for hush right now for maybe another episode of Talk of the Town, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I've been working a lot. Again, man, Fass being influencing motherfuckers, and that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it kind of pulled me out and got me really wanting to do this shit again, and you know, I'm definitely back full-fledged. You know?
Yeah, both of y'all on the motherfucking stage at this point. Fuck. Needs to happen. I'ma make it happen. I'm making it happen. We gonna talk after this. I'm making it happen. I don't give a fuck, man. You good over there? Trying to spark the blunt? I think the highest shit. You know how big bro is. Once he spark his blunt, he's gonna think about something intellectual, something spiritual, or he's just about to just say, fuck it. No funny shit. Hey,
But what was like your whole journey of getting into music? What was that? How did that all start?
It's funny, man, because Fass had found out, we had figured out that we all knew some of the same people, right? Fass said to me, yo, what's up with Sunday? You gonna come through? I'm like, yeah. Now it's funny because as I'm coming, I know, you know, I'm gonna come, we'll talk, we're gonna speak about a couple of things. My main slogan is it's all part of the story, you know what I mean? And my story is so long, it's like it would take forever. But to start off, man, I've been doing this music for a minute. I've been doing it probably since 2008, and I was still older at the time. I could have even started younger than that, but when I got into it, I kind of flew off. I got a track right now on YouTube with God, Fuji Rap himself. He's one of my mans. I still fuck with him. He just dropped his last album. He's not dropping nothing no more. It's his last album. But you know, I got a track with Sean Price, who R.I.P. passed away 4 months after. Yeah, I got a track with Sean Price called Concrete Certified. There's a lot of confusion with that stuff because as that stuff was going on, I went to prison, shit like that. So there's a lot of things I need to solidify with those things before I can even drop things and shit like that. So you know, my story starts from so many years back, and then the prison again had put a huge halt on everything, you know. So you know, I guess the music's just always been in me, man. My mother's a musical person, man. My mother would walk around the house singing reggae, all types of music my whole life, you know. So music's just been a love of mine forever, and it's something I'm gonna always do, and it's definitely something I'm gonna do as hard as I've ever done. Coming soon.
And I hear you mention stuff about having inspiration from your mom with the reggae and stuff like that. Like, who were other artists, even if it were reggae artists, hip hop artists that really like gave you the juice for your music? Like,
Oh, it's crazy sometimes because the music that really gets me musically inclined, it's not even like rap music really, even though that's what I make, you know what I'm saying? But that's just what I'm good at. But the truth is that like Jacques Hill was one of my first favorite artists you know what I'm saying? Like that was played in my household, you know, that's something that when my mother was cooking dinner, that's what, you know what I'm saying? So all that came
soulful
natural.
brother.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? All that came, the vibes, Tell, Beanie Man, all the greatest of that time. Like that was just normal kind of in my household. So those are the things like when I was locked up and we had the tablets. You get the tablets. I would call it. I mean, when they came and you download the music or whatever, $1, $2. My tablet was always rated top 3 on the camp. Everybody knew. Everybody would come to me asking to borrow my tablet. They already know. Like 900 songs, 400 reggae, 300 some type of R&B, and then you got hitters, of course, hip hop and all that other shit. So you know, music's just been a part of something. I've been around forever. You know.
And I know you mentioned Uzi and AV. You have any history with them dealing with music?
Say it again.
You have any other history with Uzi and AV slash?
It's crazy because it's funny, the story there, it's all part of the story again. But I was literally in like the 6th grade when I met these dudes. These dudes went to the same elementary school as me for a short time. You know what I'm saying? From Somerville, these dudes popped up over there. So I knew these dudes way back when. And I've known my man Vic, me and him, we've known each other for years. He knows my family, we done shared crib, like all that. Like that's my man. I've really known him for a long time. But he's the one that got me back in touch with Uzi back fucking with Undeniable Sound, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So and it's been going good so far, you know.
That's what's up.
So I smell like a joint project between Fass Coupe and ASP.
Yeah.
Shit, you never know. But as of now, we got the record. We actually recorded a video for it. You know what I'm saying? With my man, Local Vision.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the hardest working videographers out here.
Absolutely.
For the people as far as watching this out in Massachusetts, and beyond that, I did a record with Lou Armstrong and 8-Zip. And Local Vision, he shot that video. So if you're from the town, you know what I'm saying, definitely tap in. That's Super Boston, Super Cambridge. You know what I'm saying? That's a dope joint. You know what I mean?
Shit, y'all heard it here, motherfucking first, niggas.
Shit, man, I'm about to listen. Let's talk about it. I'm about to record a track when we're done here.
Shit, hey.
Let's be real about it.
That's what. Listen,
That's usually the
that's my
tradition.
producer, the fucking sponsor, the motherfucking.
He's the guy.
I could just keep going on. Everybody, I do this shit everywhere. Everybody motherfucking these niggas jack of all trades, man. But nah, no funny shit. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I definitely appreciate both of y'all for stopping through the podcast. Like I always say, this is part 1 because I know within like 3 months, pretty sure y'all gonna be motherfucking riding some more. So you already know I'm gonna bring y'all back on this motherfucker. You feel me? So
It's top of the time, man.
you already know that. I definitely appreciate it.
Man, listen, man, shout out to Talk to Town. Traffic out now. Bang!
You know that. You already know, man. It's your motherfucking favorite host, G Honcho, represent Talk to Town, represent Mass Coalition, with my big brother to the left of me, like with Mass. It's been another fucking episode. Wow. If you don't stop saying you old ass, I'm waiting for it. I swear to God. If you don't stop saying you old ass nigga, you know, like
Uzi was like.